Firstly, let me make my speech somewhat interesting by warning some of the anti-nationalists in our country. We all know our Prime Minister asking the world nations to make in India, but the people, the anti-nationalists who are already made in China and made in Pakistan, the tails of the Chinese dragon and the Pakistani dogs, who have been asking for the constitutional rights and trying to defend the nation, where the Narendra Modi want to develop the nation, these anti-nationalists trying to destroy the nation. These people talking about the constitutional rights, I make them remember, no one has a right to talk about the rights of the constitution who never followed the duties of the constitution. The people who has no respect towards the national anthem, the people who has no respect towards the national flag, the people who supported the terrorists, the people who made slogans against the nation, I make them remember once again. And coming to the patriotism and nation building. Patriotism and nation building are the two different words with a single meaning, where one word cannot be explained without the other. One word is meaningless without the other. As a patriotism is the soul of the heart, as a patriotism is the soul of body nation building, I would like to firstly talk about the patriotism. I was thinking what patriotism is when I was traveling on the road. I found a baby of 5th class who is sharing her tiffin box with a boy, starving and begging for his belly. I found the patriotism in her humanity. I read somewhere a politician who won for 5 times as an MLA, he died due to the lack of no money for his medical treatment. I found patriotism in his responsibility of selfless service. We all know our army soldiers will be awake always to see the people of nation sleep happily. I observed, I felt patriotism in their nationality. I would like to compare this humanity, responsibility and nationality, giving a short story about the demonetization of currency. When I was seeing on the bank's queue lines, a young boy who is standing in the queue, he started criticizing the government, making allegations and saying some abusing language using. It has been observed by an old man and took him aside and made him sit, offered some water and said, "You sit here, I will call you when your turn comes." He said he called him, he took his money, and by going, he again started his abusing language against India. The old man went to him, called him back and said, "What is your problem?" He said, "There is no sufficient money for my daily purposes." And the old man who took his pension recent in that bank, he gave him and said, "Don't fold these notes and keep it in your pocket and hold your tongue into your mouth. Don't use such a abusing the language which deforms nation." And the boy said, the young boy said, asked the old man, "What are you talking for and what are you supporting for? Are you a Muslim? What for whom you are supporting?" He said. The old man got more anger and just slapped onto his cheek and said, "Yes, I am Muslim. I love India. I support the good things done for the country." And he said, "If my religion stops me to do, I just don't want to be a Muslim." He said, and he went to. I observed the 3 things which I gave examples frequently: the humanity, the responsibility, and the nationality. The humanity, where I observed when he offered the chair for a young boy who are making some nuisance over there. I observed the old man's humanity and the nationality when he refused his religion for the sake of nation. And I also observed the responsibility when I later known that he is the retired bank employee of that same bank who used to stand in a queue to take the pension before the same bank which he retired from. And I also lastly want to talk about the nation building with a short comparison where our youth, today's youth, due to their family circumstances or due to their personal interest, maybe I don't know, they have been going for a different fields. It may be a medicine or law or something else. I feel India as a tree where the fields, the judicial system it may be an administrative system, it may be all the fields which I feel is the branches of the tree, where the politics is the roots of the tree, nation, India. And when we pour the water into the branches, the tree doesn't grow completely. The water should be poured to the tree from the bottom of the roots. So here, the water is the youth of the nation. I ask the youth to join the politics, instead making comments from outside the system, come into the system and correct the system as we like, as a nation needs. Jai Hind, Bharat Mata Ki Jai.